My friends, I'm super excited to say this is one of the more valuable videos of the over 400 that I have on this channel. In this video, I bring on one of the best supply and demand traders in the game, GD Investments, to teach you his exact strategy, how he made almost $5,000 trading supply and demand today, and how his contracts went over 200%. He solely focuses on supply and demand. He trades live with Team Bull every single day, and he is one of the best traders in the game. And as always, I'm going to do my best to bring you guys the best education and best traders to this channel. So if you get some value from this video, if you like making money, and if you enjoy transparent trading, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button in the bottom right corner. Comment what you want to see next or what traders you want to see next below in the channel, and let's get to the money together. The Spy and QQQ Killer, one of the best supply and demand traders in the game, and my good friend GD Investments. How we doing today?
Good, bro. Happy to be here, man.
Hey, happy to have you, man. You had yourself quite the day, yeah?
Yeah, I had a great day today. I wasn't expecting to have a great day today. It just happened. And the last 3 days have been, probably some of my best trades in the last few months. So
you are way too humble. You have been on fire. I mean, even today, a 200+% trade and signal on QQQ, which of course you're going to go over. Like, that's crazy, man. That's awesome.
thanks, man. Sometimes if you don't really think about it too much and you just let it be, you let your strategy work out, and sometimes you have these days, man.
That's awesome. So we're going to, in a second, get to GD's exact strategy. He is a supply and demand expert. He caught a trade on QQQ today. I'm going to show you that real quick before I get into my $11,000 day. He caught a trade on QQQ today where he called out puts at the top live in Team Bull right here and watched it sink. And these contracts went 200+%. So he's going to give you the full education on that. But in the meantime, I have some amazing education on Tesla for you. Cleaned over $11,000 on today trading Tesla puts, and it was a very, very straight to the point trade. As you can see here, we dipped off the open, had a nice move up. Now, on this overextension of 200, I'm watching this price action. I see no reject here, no reject here. Off the open, I was watching like a 195 area for a reject and 198. This price action was way too strong, higher lows across the board. I don't reject when we have relative strength, so those were off the board. But I start to see this consolidation, and this is similar to what GD does too. So I'm watching these candlesticks. I'm watching this supply area play out. I notice we're getting very weak. Failure candle, failure candle, failure candle. So right around here, I hop into these Tesla puts around this like 203-ish area. And immediately after, on this next candle, we see this nice move down all the way down to like 196. I didn't hold this whole time, but these contracts went nearly 100% from the entry up here to the end, or to the end point down here. Now, I love this strategy. I love the setup because you can see we clearly have signs of reversal, signs of weakness. We're not shorting this trend because it's showing us a clear sign of reversal. So that's step one. Step two, our volume's dying down. We like to see that. And step three, when we enter like right here at 203, 203, 203.1-ish, it gives us a nice, clearly defined stop. We can stop above these highs. That gives us like $1.90 worth of risk for potentially $3, $4, $5, $6, $7 worth of profit. That's the risk reward we are looking for. That's what we teach every day in Team Bull. That's what we teach every day on this channel. Overall, ended up being a beautiful trade. Caught a tiny piece of SPY too. I know Grizzly caught a very nice piece of SPY catching the bottom for Team Bull. That had him making a lot of money going crazy as well. But for me, Tesla puts with a move. The sign of reversal was too nice to pass up on. Ended up being an amazing trade. And similar to how, GD is going to teach you how he trades in just a second. So for me, straight to the point, nice and simple. Saw the reversal candlesticks, saw our supply area up here, ended up dipping down, caught a very nice move of those contracts, and we got paid. So with that, I don't want to sit here and talk your ear off. I want you guys to listen to one of the best supply and demand traders in the game. Super smart guy, super amazing trader. I'm going to go ahead and pass the torch over to GD so he can get you right.
Let's do it. All right, so we traded QQQ today, and I kind of want to show you how I did it with supply and demand. I like to keep it really, really simple, and I feel like this strategy will connect with you guys as well and your trading strategy. So to get right into it and to keep it really, really simple, we had this supply zone up here at 308. Now, the reason why I got this supply zone, if I remove it, we've seen a nice move in the after/pre-market back on that Thursday. And we've seen a huge move down. Now, when we see a huge move down, that tells me there was a lot of sellers in this area of 308, and that potentially when price action gets back up to that level, we'll see more sellers at that level. So what I'll do is I simply come and get my little rectangles, and I go from that high to typically the body low Yeah, typically the body low of that candle. So I like to slide that over and move that. So the reason why, let me activate this and move it really quick. The reason why I went from the wick high to the body low is because if I were to use this whole wick down, that would be like a $3 to $4 zone. So that would be way too big to use. So I like to stick with, when I'm drawing supply, my wick high to my body low. And if it's demand, I tend to use the wick low to the body high. So just reverse that process. So going back to this, activating this zone, slotting it where it has to be, we've seen price action in the pre-market react off that news. That it was CPI, correct?
Yep, CPI data.
Yes, CPI. We've seen price react off that news. We had this pop up, but no surprise, we reject off that level. So that just, to me, gave me some motivation and a little more like clarity, like, hey, I'm going to look for that level to be rejected again. And now if we go see that on the 5-minute time frame, we see we come up and touch it to a T. So we came up, we pushed up all for about, like, I don't know, an hour, almost 2 hours, and we start to fade away. Now, what I like to notice here is that on the 5-minute time frame, we had extreme bullish action. It would have been easy for this to see us have a little pullback and then a huge massive day, right? We could have seen that, but in this scenario, in my mind, we were approaching a very good supply zone. So we seen aggressive buyers, and what I was looking for was price action to slow. So buyers to stop buying and sellers to start selling. So as we came up to this level, if we go to the 1 minute, we could see it really clear that sellers were taking place and pushing the price down. So I didn't enter until we had this little dip down. Then we tried to make one move higher, but we rejected that, right? So we were making lower highs. So therefore, I took my position here. And my exit was above the high of day. Therefore, I'm setting up my risk to reward completely in my favor. I'm risking at most 60 cents to my price targets, which were 305, 304, and a last one of 303. Therefore, that was.
And to add in quick, you had mentioned that in your signal to Team Bull, you were mentioning, hey, we only have a 60-cent risk here, which is amazing. Like that you could see it before this was all playing out, that you had minimal risk to all that potential upside, which I thought was awesome.
Absolutely. So when I tend to alert these, I want to give you the exact reason why I entered. And the only reason why I entered, say if this zone even wasn't there, I'm entering because my risk is so little to my potential reward. And that's how I'm setting up my trades. Because in all, Jdun, say if we were trading this every single day and I could set up my risk to reward to give me 60-cent risk, we could lose 5 trades. But if we hit one trade like this, it makes it all back in more. So that is the point of trading. And that's the reason why I use supply and demand to potentially find these bigger moves.
That's beautifully said, bro. And I don't think people think about that enough. If you lose 3 or 4 or 5 trades with that small risk, then have that risk reward ratio and have that big win later. It will wipe out all of those losses. And that's where a lot of people have it backwards. And, with what you're teaching and what you teach on your YouTube, on your Instagram and such, like people need to take that, really drill it in, and that's going to change the game for so many traders. So thank you for putting it like that. It's really nice for a lot of people.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's just a big case of protecting your risk, right? You want to protect your risk and you want to just protect your capital at all times. I always look for that risk to be managed before I enter the trade. My profit targets are important, but not as important as my risk, because ultimately a 60-cent loss I can deal with all day. But say if it was flipped, I can't deal with a $5 loss on that. It's going to go to zero. I'm losing all my money, right? We can't do that. And one other thing that I specify in my channel is I say, okay, we're up 30 cents a contract, right off this, immediately off the entry, we were up 30 cents a contract. But I'm telling people my plan. My plan was to look for the bigger move. And I said, hey, it's okay to scalp here. If you're a scalper, if you get nervous, it's okay to scalp. But I am looking for the bigger move here. Be patient. And guess what? If it goes the wrong way, I risked 60 cents to make this reward anyways. So therefore, regardless of what happens, I set myself up for a winning strategy.
And with that too, you made almost $5,000 on this trade. Like that's phenomenal risk reward for like, probably like a $500 something risk, $1,000 risk max. Maybe even less for how you put it. You crushed the RR on this. So kudos to you, man.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
And for anyone watching this, I just want to state the facts that GD teaches every single day, most days, excuse me, on his YouTube channel. He's been more active lately, has a ton of free, solid educational content. He's live with us most mornings on Instagram as well. All of his links will be below this video. He's definitely someone that you want to learn from, part of Team Bull, trades live with us in Team Bull. And overall, is just an amazing trader who has your best interest at heart. So appreciate all the stuff you do for the community and being on this channel, Mr. GD.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure to be here. I'm excited. I hope I get on here more. And yeah, I mean, if you don't already, make sure to go follow me on Instagram, because I give out a ton of short form content like this almost, where I can just explain to you my thought process, risk to reward, and why I traded something. And I feel like a lot of people can get a lot out of it because it's such a short video, but again, it's very impactful. So I think it's definitely something that you guys should be looking into.
Very impactful, man. Well, I appreciate you having you on. Keep trading smart, trading safe, helping everyone in Team Bull and, around the trading community win. And let's get rich together, man. Let's keep crushing it.
Let's do it, man. Team Bull, baby. Let's get it.
Appreciate you, bro. Take care and have yourself a good night.
Thank you. You as well.
Peace.